So this is 1.2 problems, like my cursive there that you can't read. All right, so if you look at problem set 1.2, gosh, 9 through 12, ask you to just look at the listed numbers they have and tell which ones are integers, rational, real, whatever, and look back in your notes or in the book for that. 14 through 18, given the numbers, list the whole numbers, rational numbers, etc., just like you did 9 through 13. 19 through 26, you're just writing true or false. So some whole numbers are also negative numbers. Well, we already talked about whole numbers being these numbers here. I don't see any negatives there, so that would be false. Let's see, for 27 to 38, for each of the following, give the opposite an absolute value. So you're giving me the opposite, like 28 says, what's the opposite of 8? Negative 8. What's the absolute value of 8? 8. So that's what they're asking there. And 39 to 46 is asking you to put a greater than or less than symbol in there to designate whether negative 5 and negative 3, obviously. Negative 5 is going to be further away from 0 than negative 3 is, so it's going to be smaller. That's what this sign means. It means which number is furthest away from 0, and which, you know, when they're both negative or when they're both positive. But let's say that one is negative 3 and one is positive 2. Which one of those two is bigger? Well, the positive is always bigger than the negative. 47 to 56, you're just simplifying. So let's look at 40. Let me get a clear screen here. Let's look at 48. Absolute value of 6 minus 1. You look at the absolute value sign very similar to the parentheses in PEMDAS. So you try to do what's in there first. Absolute value of 6 minus 1 is 5. The absolute value of 5 is 5. If you had something like the absolute value of 2 times 10 squared, this is number 50. You pretend that this is PEMDAS, and we do 2 times 100 plus 3 times 10. So 200 plus 3 times 10 is 30, and we have 230 with our absolute value sign, and the absolute value sign of 230 is 230, if I did that right. So notice I did this first, and I did this, and then I added very last. All right, so that's the problem set 1.2, and I think you'll be good there.